Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Y'all normally come out for special occasions like weddings, quinceañeras, 5th birthday parties, you know. So don't look at me like that. I'm going to complete the objective. We here, you know. It's like, nah. What up, though, y'all? It's Big Low. I'm here to talk about NOME X. Shout out to Caffeine. Shout out to URL TV, you know. We're here, you know, and I don't know how to edit, so we gonna get right into it. You know I ain't been here for a minute, you know, but I also don't want to keep y'all here all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to catch up, but I don't want to overstay my time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for just a minute, you feel me? And then, you know, catch me on the flip side. So we just gonna jump right into it. First battle on the card were the winners from the Ultimate Madness tournament, and that was Jada Nightwing and Fonz. And I'll say that, okay, so out of all these battles, this battle is one I didn't watch back, and I only watched half of the Verb and Geechee battle back. But this battle had good parts, but overall, to me, it was a little underwhelming in comparison, especially to the different things that they've done in the tournament already. I will also say that, you know, we're going to give them credit for rapping every 2 weeks and, you know, having that whole thing. This battle could have been better. They also faced, like, the camera. They was the first battle, and the production was weird. That weird... There's a few of these, like, what, I don't know what this weird camera angle thing was, you know, that was going on. I didn't really like, then it was like, you could see too much of the background, like, you could see niggas going to the bathroom, like, you could see people, you know, the exit signs. It just was, you know, too much. And then when they panned it all the way around, you could see, like, the people that was sitting there watching it. It was an unnecessary, like, I don't know. Please just pass Avocado or Black Market Media the camera. They know what we like. But there was, like, good moments. Like, in the third, Jada Nightwing pulled out his, like, Thanos glove. Had this whole part where he rapped, like, other people from the tournament, which I thought was really good. He did a good job at imitating each person who rapped. Like, he would, like, rap in, like, their cadence style or kind of like what they would say, and that was good. Fonz had, like, a whole thing with the apron and stuff, and that was really good. Like, the battle had good moments. It just overall was a little underwhelming. At the end, it went to the judges were split. 2 for Fonz, 2 for Jada Nightwing, and then it went to the fan vote. I actually was surprised that it was split with the judges. I thought that Fonz won clear, but split with them, and then the fans picked Fonz. So congrats to Fonz. The next battle was the Saga and Mike P battle. The camera angles got better, like, a little bit during the show, you know, but that first one was egregious. Shout out to Black Office Media. But no, the second battle, the Mike P and Saga battle. Clap it up for Mike P, bro. Like, Mike P deserves. Like, why does Mike P have to work so hard for certain stuff? Like, I feel like Mike P has proven himself. This battle, he proved himself all 3 rounds. He did so well. He performed, and even though, because Saga choked, even though Saga had the moments, and I'm pretty sure that's kind of, even though I'm winning, that's still a little, it got to be a little awkward. You know what I'm saying? For me, the next time I'm about to go for my round. So he still maintained his composure through that part too. He did real good. Saga choked the first round. He choked the second round. And then he had this cringy cop thing in the third, like, he turned it from a battle rap to, like, death poet. It was weird. Like, you know, that battle, Saga's third round, I did not watch it back. Like, I cringed so bad during this live stream that I blanked out for probably like a minute, in 30 seconds, and when I came back, he was rapping about Tamir Rice. Like, I completely was like, I cringed hard over that shit. Like, I do not like cringy, and that shit was cringy. Mike P, 3-0. It clear. I don't want him next to see Mike P battle Briz Rothstein, but I feel like as a collective, people really want, if Briz come back, for him to battle Mook. So I don't know, but preference wise, if I guess the Mook situation didn't happen, I want to see Mike P and Briz battle on any card. Just Summer Madness, anything. The next battle was Verb and Geechee, and they had a really good battle. Overall, it was a good battle. I have never been a big Verb fan. I think probably everybody knows that. But he didn't do that lyrical miracle, kumquat, weird thing. He got a few bars in there that's very Verb-esque. Okay. But overall, he did good. He was actually rapping real good. He didn't have no stumble. I think he had like 2 little slight small stumbles, but overall he did good. The first time I watched it, I gave it to Geechee, the first and the second round, and I gave Verb the third round. The second, and I'm not about to argue with y'all Verb fans. That's what I'm not about to do. So don't be coming trying to mention me and doing on Twitter and doing all that. I'm not about to argue with y'all because I thought that it was clear. Like, if the second round not clear, then my opinion on this, just don't. Y'all got it. Because I really feel like the second was clear. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Geechee clearly got the second. And if y'all arguing that he didn't, then Verb won the battle. You know, I don't want to argue. For me, personally, after 2 watches, I thought that Geechee got the first and the second. I thought the second was so clear. Like, I'm clear. Like, I don't know how y'all didn't see that, but that's fine. You know, I'll be letting people like what they like. And that needs to be how y'all need to be. Relax. Okay, relax. Okay, I don't be trying to get jumped over this. The next battle was The Rock and the Daylight battle, but I know that's what y'all want to hear me talk about, so I'm gonna make y'all wait on that. The next battle I'm talking about is the Surf and the Lux battle. Now, on the first watch, I thought I was just disappointed, I guess, overall in the whole situation with Surf choking, and it really made me kind of lose a little bit of interest during the battle. I'm not gonna lie, because earlier I was like, that shit was whack. I hated it. The second time I watched it, I will say that it's way better the second time overall. Like, if you watched it only once and you hated it, the second time you watch it, you'll like it better, I feel like. Lux, I think that my expectations for the battle was so high that them not living up to it ruined it, but then also the bad parts about it just added on top of it. Surf choking in 2 rounds and like Jersey in another, that definitely killed it. Because at first I didn't even realize that he had a really good second the first time. Like, the first time I watched it, I didn't even realize his second was good because I was so disappointed. The second time around, I realized too that Beloved, although I expected a little bit more from him, he was in his bag. He definitely was in his bag. He definitely not 100%. He's probably at like 60, 65. And he was talking his stuff. Like, they both had good angles. It, like, you know how Beloved be. You know, and then they kept calling time on him and stuff. So when Smack first came on, he was giving us more of the guidelines at the time. It sounded like it comes off as if they didn't have that situation, or that was like the last minute they was having issues about that. So he tells at the time limits that they have, and two or three different, it might have been 2, for sure 2 of the rounds, they had to cut Lux off. And that, like, I never liked Lux to get cut off because he not one of them back-to-back like punchers. Like, yes, he have some of them in there, but for the most part, he's building up something much bigger. It's a much bigger picture there. And so it's like, if he doesn't get to that, you didn't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you watch it back, like, you still left wondering what was he gonna say. So that kind of like ruined that for it. Surf's second is much better than I initially thought. He choked in the first. He like Jersey. The second, he chokes in the first like few, or he ran it back. He ran it all the way back, I think. But after he gets, then he was like maintaining it for the rest. His second was pretty good. And then third, he chokes as well. Depending on the surf fan, they're either going to say that Lux 2-1 or Lux 3-0. I'm going to be real with myself after the second watch. Even though I seen that Surf's round was better, I would typically like a Surf round like that. But I'm going to say that Lux edged it, and I'm going to say Lux 3-0. Now, the last battle that I'm going to talk about is The Rock and the Daylight battle. And this battle is so good, bro. Like, shout out to Daylight, shout out to Rock. They did so good in this battle. Like, from beginning to end, they were both great. They both did great. Like, this is probably the best battle that I've seen in a long time. Whether that's a battle from someone I prefer to watch rap or just a battle in general. Like, this was a great battle. I have always been a Daylight fan, so it's not like I'm new to Daylight. In my predictions, I just want y'all to know this. It don't matter who Rock battle. I'm going to always say that Rock is going to smoke this person. I don't care who it is. But we can have conversation. We can have intellectual conversation. Step into my room. So, honestly believe that I watched it twice, and then I felt like it came down to the first round. And then I watched the first round again. Now, people saying Daylight 30, I couldn't even have a conversation with you. Like, for a fact, I'm not mad at nobody that thinks that Daylight won. I'm here. Big Low is here just to see a very good battle. And I win if I can watch this battle multiple times. And guess what? I won. So, at the end of the day, my preference, because everybody like to jump up at once, this is my preference. And I'm being honest. Like, I'm really being honest. I think it comes down to the first. I think that by the time Sir Rock slammed his hat down, he won the round. Like, y'all was very mesmerized, you know, by Daylight, because his second is, Daylight's second round is crazy. Oh my gosh. Daylight's second is so crazy. Oh my goodness. It's just, even on the second watch back, it was still crazy. Like, I was like, I wasn't even like gassing. Like, he was crazy in a second. What I didn't notice is that Rock, so Daylight had a whole solar system scheme, and Tay Rock had a solar system scheme too. And there wasn't no reaches or nothing. Like, they both did very well. I feel like it comes down to the first round, and I'm going to say Rock 2-1. I feel like Rock won that round by the time he slammed his head down. And I'm not mad at you if you feel like Daylight won. You know, I'm not mad at that, because at the end of the day, y'all be a little too in there. Like, y'all be fighting for your life, when I was just happy that the battle is a classic. Because guess who? Me won. I won. Like, I win in that situation. So, shout out to NOME. Shout out to URL. Shout out to Caffeine, because that battle was a classic. I would say overall, the battle was like the overall event was like a 7. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get our John battle, the John Ill Will, which I would have loved to see that, and then the Saga not being able to really get through his rounds. But other than that, I feel like it was a good, if it could have been in front of a crowd, of course that's a plus, but obviously URL is doing the best they can do at this time. So we appreciate them for trying. Let's get Avo back on my camera, you know. Other than that, this Big Low, I don't know how to edit, so we're gonna have to end this. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitter. I think it's Lola Dope something. I'll put it in the little thing down there or whatever. But shout out to y'all. You know, if you watch this all the way to the end, Put a glove emoji in the thing in the bottom, just so I can see who watched it to the end. Put a glove down there if you watched it to the end. I love y'all.